Luck and risk play a huge role in our lives, yet we almost always ignore them. You can't control the stock market, you can't control interest rates, and you certainly can't control luck. But you can control your attention. You can control your skills, and you can control your savings rate. The key to winning is focusing only on what you can control. Contrary to what every other finance channel tells you, wealth is not about predicting the future. It is about engineering a system that survives it. Welcome to the Quantified Self-Financier. This channel is built on a unique premise, the double helix. We are going to braid together two very different skills: personal finance for your long-term investing strategy, and Python programming so you can gain high-income skills in the short term. We are going to do something that has never been done on YouTube. We are going to take the two most powerful tools for building freedom in the 21st century, personal finance and Python programming, and we are going to fuse them together. Why? Because when you combine them, you stop being just a consumer of financial advice, and you become the financial engineer of your own life. I've spent more than 10 years working in data science and 8 years as an investor, and today, we are laying the foundation for your financial freedom. Warren Buffett has a famous quote: "Price is what you pay, value is what you get." The price of admission here is $0. Usually when something is free on the internet, we assume the value is low. We assume the real secrets are hidden behind a $2,000 paywall or a mastermind group. I want to be very clear. The curriculum I am about to walk you through, from building your own budget to simulating portfolio growth strategies, is better, more rigorous, and more practical than courses costing thousands of dollars. So why is it free? Because I believe financial literacy and coding literacy are human rights in the 21st century. However, this course is not free. You are paying with something far more finite than money. You are paying with your time. I respect that investment. My promise to you is simple. Give maximum value on each video. We are going to go straight to the point. We will cover exactly what you need. I will not waste 1,000 hours of your time with fluff. Every minute you spend here is designed to give you a return on investment, ROI, in the form of a skill or a strategy you can use immediately. While most finance channels only talk about the long term, investing for retirement 30 years from now, that's important, but it's hard to stay motivated for a reward that is 3 decades away. That is why we use the Quantified Self-Financier approach. We add a new layer of short-term gain, which is professional skills. Your number one asset right now isn't your stock portfolio. It's you. It's your mind. It's your ability to earn income. By following this course, you aren't just learning how to save $1. You are learning Python, Pandas, and applied AI. These are high-income, high-demand skills. Even if you never buy a single stock, learning to automate data analysis with Python can lead to promotions, better jobs, and higher freelance rates this year. We are using finance as the project to teach you code. We don't just talk about budgeting, we build the tool to measure it. We don't just talk about compound interest, we write the function to prove it. The long-term gain is freedom. While your skills generate income today, your investments generate freedom for tomorrow. My goal is that by the end of this series, you will have a detailed, mathematically verified plan. We are planting a tree. It takes time to grow, but we are using data to ensure we are planting it in the most fertile soil possible. This is our roadmap. Let's dive into the curriculum. Lesson 1, your first asset, writing code. In Lesson 1, we start with the most important concept, assets versus liabilities. Drawing from Rich Dad, Poor Dad, we learn that the wealthy buy assets, but your number one asset is your mind. We will learn Python essentials, variables and data types, and introduce Pandas. You will write your very first script to calculate your net worth. The goal here is simple, to realize that while this course costs nothing, the skill you are building is the capital that will buy your future freedom. Lesson 2, what to buy, analyzing ETFs. Inquisitive Lesson 2 answers the question, what should I actually buy? Normal, we look at passive investing and ETFs like VOO. But instead of blindly trusting a ticker symbol, we use Python lists and data frames to pull the curtain back. You will load a CSV of the S&P 500 to see exactly what you own, accessing the actual weights of companies like Apple and Microsoft. We are moving you from relying on financial opinion to verifying financial fact. Lesson 3. Taming Mr. Market. In Lesson 3, we meet Mr. Market and tackle the psychology of investing. We will use 20 years of data and Python's .lock function to filter for panic days, specifically days where the market dropped over 3%. You will see exactly what happened in the days that followed. We use code to prove that volatility is a feature, not a bug, and that red days are actually buying opportunities, not threats. Lesson 4. Are you really diversified? Lesson 4 is about X-ray vision. You might think you're diversified because you own 10 different stocks, but are you really? We will use merge and group by to combine your holdings with sector data. You might discover that you are actually 90% exposed to just the tech sector. This is your first piece of advanced analysis, revealing the invisible risks hiding inside your portfolio. Lesson 5. The eighth wonder, compound interest. Lesson 5 covers the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest. We will write a reusable Python function to model 3 critical scenarios: your long-term wealth growth, the destruction caused by hidden investment fees, and the guaranteed return of paying off debt. We are turning abstract math into a concrete tool, modeling the engine of your wealth to see exactly how fees destroy it and how debt payoff restores it. Lesson 6. When to buy. Building your DCA plan. In Lesson 6, we stop guessing. Trying to time the market is an emotional trap. We focus on dollar cost averaging. Using Python dictionaries and mappings, we will build a data structure for a consistent investment plan, like investing exactly $500 on the first of every month. We are building the data backbone for a strategy that beats emotion through automated discipline. Lesson 7. The PE ratio, finding value. Lesson 7 is for the stock pickers. If you are going to buy individual stocks, you must buy great businesses at fair prices. We will use loops and functions to automate fundamental analysis. You will write a script that calculates the P/E ratio for a list of companies instantly. This helps you spot which stocks are mathematically cheap and which are expensive based on their actual earnings, not the hype. Lesson 8. The time machine, simulating DCA. Lesson 8 is our time machine. We stop talking about long-term investing and we prove it. We will take 20 years of real S&P 500 data and use time series analysis to simulate exactly what would have happened if you invested that $500 a month. We use resample to mathematically demonstrate that time in the market beats timing the market, virtually every time. Lesson 9. The big picture, visualizing your future. Lesson 9 is about conquering fear. News headlines make you want to sell. Data calms you down. We will use matplotlib to visualize the simulation from the last lesson. We will overlay major crises, like the 2008 crash and the 2020 pandemic, to show they were just blips on a massive upward trend. This chart becomes your shield against panic. Lesson 10. The capstone, real estate modeling. Finally, Lesson 10 is the capstone. We move beyond stocks to model a complex real estate deal. You will write a script to analyze a buy-to-rent property, factoring in loans, interest, and expenses. This is true financial engineering, answering the question, if I borrow money for this property, will I actually make a profit? We model the risk before we ever sign the contract. That is the roadmap. 10 videos, 10 projects, 1 transformation. If you are ready to stop guessing and start engineering your wealth, subscribe, and let's write some code.